Oh, the microphone's bouncing.
You're the best. Now we're unmuted on purpose.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Look at us do pro-streamer things.
Whoops. Hey, guess who it is?
It's me.
Good guess, you're right. For the Almighty, she's here to be time for ERNing Cred.
It is.
Now on Tuesdays, from now until probably like February.
Well, it was more for school purposes than football purposes, but it kind of dovetailed together. So
Yeah,
things may change next semester depending on schedules.
that's fair. That's fair.
At least through December.
Yeah, there you go. So, welcome back.
Thanks. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been like a month, I think. You ready to play some games?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I'm set up for this because I probably set it up a month ago and I haven't.
So you don't know if you did videos?
I know I did videos. I just don't know if
Okay.
they're queued up correctly.
Okay.
So, we're doing personal recommendations this week. Tried 2 new games.
People you guys know mostly.
Yeah, mostly. I think there's like 2 people in there that maybe they don't know. But everyone else, they probably know. So, you looking forward to this?
Yeah. It's good to get back into it.
Play some new games. Try some new games out. Alright. Well, let's see if it's actually set up correctly. And, oh, you're upside down. That's weird. Transform. There you go.
Ta-da! There I am.
There you are.
Okay. I'm gonna stop this guy.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna...
Yeah, turn up the desktop audio.
Yep. Up.
And, yep, you got it.
Hey everybody, it is
Nice.
me,
I gotta
MisterRadon,
hear it.
and it is once
Did it
again
right.
time for ERNing
Good job.
Cred.
Yeah.
We have personal recommendations this week. These are games that ERN asks them for friends whose opinions on video games she trusts to provide her with a list of games that they think she should check out. We've done a few of these now. We've been doing it for a few months, and the results have been usually very good. So odds are these are going to be games that ERN's going to enjoy, but we're going to find out 1 hour at a time here. And we're going to find out by spinning the first game on the wheel today and see what game number 1 is going to be. So I'm going to give it a good medium-sized spin, and
Did you
game
put
number
that in
1 this week
This was before I had it.
is...
So it'll be on there next time.
Parasite Eve 2.
I'll let
Let's
you
check out what ERN thinks about this sci-fi game from Square. It's a little different from the first one, but let's see what she thinks.
So, what do you
Nothing.
know? Nothing?
Yeah.
You know nothing about Parasite Eve 2.
Correct.
Well, it's the sequel to Parasite Eve.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but it does make sense.
Not a guarantee. I'm going to give you the case while I grab equipment and get set up.
I'll quit, Monk.
So,
Do you remember who recommended Einhander?
I do. It was Trent. Trent also recommended this game.
Well, now I know who to blame if it's awful.
Yep.
Horrifying CG cinemas and sharper graphics bring the shocking new storyline to life. This sounds like a Trent game. Fully upgradable weapons, customizable armor, and a new real-time battle system will aid in the conflict, along with powerful new Parasite energy abilities.
So this is one of those games that I bought once upon a time, and
What color was it?
No, my underwear's not really visible. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about. So I bought this once upon a time. I've never really played it. I had some old roommates. I watched them play it a little bit. I don't really know anything about it. So your guess is kind of as good as mine.
2 discs.
Two discs.
So many discs. Let's.
So, what
Nothing.
do you know? Nothing?
Yeah.
Parasite 2.
Correct.
What's the sequel to
I'm
Parasite?
curious.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but it does make
It's
sense.
not a guarantee. I'm going to give you the case while I grab
No?
it and get set up.
I'll quit, Monk.
So,
Do you remember who?
I don't see any underwear. I do. It was Trent. Trent also recommended this game.
Well, now I know who to blame if it's awful.
Yep. Nope.
No.
No underwear there. So.
Just shorts.
Yep. Oops. Did not mean to turn that on.
Although I wouldn't doubt that someday in the stream, there has been trade on underwear.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened. Okay. Behind your soda, there's some memory cards. Can you grab one of those for me? Perfect, thank you.
Well, it's not me because I get to see his underwear all the time.
It's true.
It's not as exciting as you guys would imagine. I mean, you're free to imagine it if you want to, but
Oh.
it's what's under the underwear.
Underwear?
Yeah. The wear.
But where?
Just made you say underwear.
Alright.
The control stick just tells you what the buttons are. So it says the top one is the triangle button, and the left one is the square button, and the right one is the circle button. Look, this is garbage, useless instructions. The story. It was like science and shit.
Yeah.
Based on data taken from mitochondria DNA collected from people of various ethnic backgrounds, a hypothesis was formed tracing all mitochondria to a single source, a female human in ancient Africa identified as Mitochondria Eve. Christmas Eve, 1997. In a chain of events that began with the mass immolation of hundreds of concert goers at Carnegie Hall, Manhattan Island was evacuated and quarantined for a week. The mitochondria that had until then worked for the benefit of human cells suddenly awakened with their own will and purpose. NYPD officer Aya Brea, really? Aya Brea?
Yeah, cutscenes happening.
Angry. Wait, they're giving credits of the characters' names.
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of word soup.
Alright.
Start.
Good to go. This came out in 2000. It's a pretty late PS1 game.
That's where you have to play Myst forever. Nearly 3 years have passed since the tragic loss of life during the incident in Manhattan. Since then, I've quit the force and become an NMC hunter based in LA. I caught the creatures as they headed west from New York. We never saw any of the mutant mitochondria that created Eve again. The creature's numbers were dwindling.
What's up, fat boy?
The end of my struggle was in sight. Until one chilly late summer evening. Fired. What's the matter, Aya? Got something against little girls? I'm just not in the zone today. Well? Had enough for now? Do I get to shoot, or do I just have to what? Okay.
Yeah, you'll get to shoot.
Let's do it. You get to select your music.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Program start. You need to press R1 to fire.
Yep. Pretty common for shooter games. Not for a game like this necessarily, but you know, first-person shooter. It's typically what you would push is R1 or R2.
Start.
Let's see how you did. $6,000 points.
Okie dokie. Great. Oh my god, what is happening?
It looks like it's tank controls. So you're gonna use left and right to rotate forward to step whichever direction you're facing and back down to step away from whichever direction you're facing.
What?
Make sense?
We'll see. Some articles about the mist. This game is weirdly quiet.
Maybe for now. Might get louder later.
Sub-Zero says the camera angles are giving him a Resident Evil feel.
Yeah, I think Parasite Eve 2 was really modeled after like a more RPG-like Resident Evil. Yeah, I think so.
It's weird that there's no, like, spoken dialogue. It feels like this game should be late enough for spoken dialogue. Also, there's no, like, dialogue hurry up button. I don't like that. That'd be kind of neat, though. I wonder what he was selling.
Yeah.
There I am!
Okay, so right now your triangle button is your Parasite energy menu. So if you want to use a Parasite power, you do that. X is your inspect, talk, confirm selection, open doors, climb stairs. Circle is run. And square is draw weapon.
Do I have to drive there? Square is what?
Draw weapon. And if you see a telephone with a blinking green light, that's a save point.
This thing?
Yep. Oh, hang on. Memory card's a little finicky. Hit cancel. And then try and save again. There you go. And if you press start, you can see your main menu, where you can equip different things. You have a map option, etc., etc.
I want to say run, and I feel like that would be even worse.
Ooh! Victor with the sub.
Hey, double friendos.
3 months in a
How
row.
are you?
Double friendos are the best friendos. What is up, Hector?
How's it going, Hector?
Uses the X button and default setting.
Well, you change these, you're on your own. I don't know. You're gonna have to remember these controls.
I just want to not fucking shoot with this business.
With R1.
Okay, so this is the one. So draw weapon. Okay. So I think you just shoot this way and then change targets with R1. That seems to make more sense. We're gonna try that.
Just finished bodying Mo in golf. Hot shots! Seems like he's getting the business from chat today. How's his spirit doing? I haven't watched. I had to leave his channel when I started the stream 3.5 hours ago. Is he doing okay, or is he breaking down?
It didn't tell me what I had to do to get ready. I wonder if people who recommend these games remember how terrible the controls were when they played them. They've just blocked it out because it's been so long.
Toan had super good stats in some special clubs or something, so Mo was able to hold his mentality versus that. He was having trouble with Atticus and Hector because they had worse stats than him, but were doing good. Sounds good.
I'm still mad at Mo. Hell yeah, I stole somebody's bottle. And there's like first aid shit.
Now, the
Alright.
important thing is the Gatorade you picked up.
Electrolytes. No, Hector, it's not about the lotion. It's just about me being bitter. I am ready! Let me leave! Oh my god. I don't even know where else. What is this thing?
If I had to guess, it's not in the garage. Whatever you need, it's not here.
Oh, I'll just be walking Z's forever. I guess I have to get guns.
This is Parasite Eve 2, Hector.
Electric Boogaloo. Oh my god. The electric boogaloo is important. What are BP? It's always nice when they're like, we're going to give you some instructional stuff, but we're going to act like you're an idiot for asking.
So you have 200 BP.
Well.
Can't get either of those.
Get some stuff. These are probably important. Oh. Because he's also an idiot.
Yep.
Well, I found one of these-ish bottle things. Oh, no.
What?
It just is a lot. I got one of these. I'm gonna get one of these. Good story. Oh my god.
It's an adjustment getting used to.
Where did you come from?
He showed up while you were buying stuff. I would say not yet.
I'm going. I only have to play this for an hour.
Okay. I'm gonna recommend that you save so that if something bad happens, you could just not have to shop again.
It'll take up more time.
So I take it you're not having fun.
Nope.
Okay.
Number one way for Ern to not enjoy a game, have shitty, confusing controls. This game wins. That seems bad. I just pull up in my shitty car right in the middle of all of the cop cars and everything. Here I am. Oh, thanks. A+ footstep sounds. They changed when I went onto the carpet. R.I.P. helicopter dudes. There's just dogs everywhere. I don't like the way his mouth moves. I am very enthusiastic.
Your character is, not you.
Correct. Let's be clear.
I'm curious about something.
Why would your instinct be to walk towards the camera?
Try something for me real quick. Can you move with the stick?
Yes.
Is it just like free movement? Like, does it make more sense? Or is it the same tank control?
It's the same tank control.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
It like runs automatically, but that's, like I said, that's pretty much worse because I just go where I don't want to go faster. I'm just gonna zigzag fucking snake everywhere. It's fine. Well, that's messy. A save point. Housekeeping? Oh, there's a thing. Shoot the thing. Answer the fucking phone! Jesus Christ. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Just please do that.
Freeze.
That was weird. He said his line. There's just like not enough music happening. Here's some nickels for the Coke machine. No, you watch your back.
It's funny because that actually looks like Coca-Cola branding. And now that I think about it, that probably is sanctioned.
Yeah.
Because when Final Fantasy IX came out, and this was around the same time, in Japan they had a Final Fantasy IX themed Coke commercial. So yeah, that's probably a sanctioned use of the Coca-Cola branding.
I can't just walk down the stairs.
Nope.
This thing?
I think so, yeah, that green thing.
I mean, none of them are gonna use it.
It's true.
It holds unlimited ammo.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Remember supply points like this for later use. Okay.
You are like super not feeling this.
I've been in kind of a grumpy mood for like the last 2 days anyway, so I'm not really surprised, but the controls are not helping. Of course it has. Oh my god. What if I just shoot it?
Probably nothing will happen.
I don't think it lets me shoot unless I'm doing something.
Yeah, I think so.
To find the electricity box, I guess. What is this thing? It's like Darth Vader head. Oh. I thought they were gonna ask me to pick up the dead body. I was like,
You never know. Could come in handy anytime.
kill it! Kill it with fire. Oh my god.
You killed it. You got 42 experience, 48 BP, and 4 MP.
Yep. I guess then I don't have to loot anything. There's nothing left to loot. Excellent. Just walk calmly to the side.
The Ryan says that thing is far too goofy to be scary.
Right? It's just like hopping all over the place. Like an angry frog. What was that thing? No, he's gonna die. Yep. Called it. That guy's dead. Well, I have this nice little ramp that I am still... There we go. We did it.
Yay.
Game over.
You win. 2 discs. The second disc is just the other half of the credits.
She's not what she seems. She's one of them. It's a thing inside of her. She's pregnant with a parasite. Kill it with fire. It's nice of it to wait for me, though. Shoot it! Jesus. Oh, this was in the credits.
Yep.
And she gets all like Joker smile. It's a pedicure. That was just a horse. That was a horse noise. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Run away! Right? Right? Like, clearly you see that hand go, fucking shoot it. Shoot it.
You got a recovery too.
Yeah. I guess. I don't really want to carry it around in my pocket. But wait, there's more. I did not get down.
Nope. Not even Black Friday. Why?
So if you know that they're supposed to melt like that when you kill them, and you thought you killed it and it didn't melt like that, why wouldn't you shoot it some more? Don't mind me while I slowly walk back to that thing. Nope. How do I turn? There we go. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Might want to use a healing item. Let's start. There you go. Nope. Maybe not. Oh, there you go. Recovery 2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think you just answered your own question. Because you shot it and it didn't melt. You waited for it to start getting back up before you shot it again.
Because I don't know the timing. That was a quick time event. I did not have any control over her standing over it and picking over its dead body.
So what I would do right now is press start. And you have an empty attachment slot on your jacket. So you want to put a healing item in there so you can use one in battle since you used the one that you already had on. So I'll go to use, I think. Yeah. And take one of your recoveries. And move.
Oops.
Nope. And put it on the attachment slot. There you go.
I mean, it probably wasn't a terrible idea
Nope.
for me to use it anyway.
Not really. Let's... Okay, yeah, you're good. Sorry, didn't mean to... Go ahead, say it. With the hair toss, even.
Especially sassy. Dumplings! You got dumplings? A little jealous.
Yeah, same.
You have, like, no good Chinese food. Pee behind all these maze of dead bodies. That was not much help at all.
What's up, Tone? You're wearing a bunny suit in everybody's golf?
Thought it would at least let me loot the SWAT bodies.
Some of them probably. Like you found that recovery on that one.
I don't have that kind of patience.
You need more bullets from the bullet box.
That's where I'm headed. Bullets. Got 9mm personal bests. Peanut butters.
Pizza bests.
Well, now what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just go back to that guy?
Check your map. It had a dot on it last time. Maybe it'll have a dot on it this time. Nope. Well, let's see. There's 2 locked doors in that fork door. There's a door in the cafeteria you didn't check, and there's a door on the patio you didn't check, it looks like.
Okay. Stair business. I shooting at these bugs?
No, because you have to target. You have to target whatever it is you're shooting. Yeah, it's on your radar up ahead. There you go. So yeah, I guess you are.
Whoa!
Good job.
Alright, we did it.
You got a lot of BP for that.
There's a lot of bounty out on those rats.
Hey, if you're dealing with like an infectious sort of thing,
That's important.
you gotta get rid of those rats.
Okay, wait. I don't think I can... Oh, I guess this one has a little thing by the wall. I probably just haven't discovered that this door is also locked yet.
That's funny, Toad.
Yeah. Well, that was a useful adventure. Back to the cafeteria we go.
Raid time shortly. Raid.
It is raid night.
Prince Matt.
What's up, man?
You lost my lotion, Prince Matt. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Are you mad if there's like a telephone in this room? What the fuck?
There's a lot of things in here. Against your radar.
It'd be super great if I could see them.
Well, the nice thing about this game compared to like Resident Evil is that you do have that radar in the corner. So if you target something, it turns purple, and that can help you without having to run blindly into some situations. Prince Matt says earn.
Matt! It's about all the enthusiasm I can muster up right now. A key is hanging here. Yes, I would like to pick up this blue key.
Good investigation skills.
Thank you. What's for dinner? Drink some water. You're thirsty.
Can I take a guess at what your thought process just now was?
Why can't I take that?
No.
What?
I thought it was going to be like, I'm not going to bother writing this down because I'm not going to get that far.
No, it was more, I feel like if I need to take it, it should be more important. I mean, If it was important, I would need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be able to take it.
You did it.
Now the power is back on, and we can go through that gate. All the way on the other side of it. It's very high tech for a cafeteria.
The future is now.
Security cams. Oh, I'm pushing up the contrast. That's cool. This probably switches the feed. Where did that soldier go? Did he crawl somewhere?
Maybe at the different Coke machine.
Hey, there's Rupert. Turning into a monster! I'm just gonna take a picture of this.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be really annoyed if I need to have it to get further where I actually end up. And have to slowly Z-walk all the way back here.
Maybe that's the song title.
Or it's the bridge of the song.
Also, yeah. That's a good guess.
Or it's how you open a bridge to my heart. Have you ever seen a bridge before? I know you don't like them, but
I don't. Yeah, no. That's true. I do not.
this is where the guy was. I'm gonna have to shoot him dead.
What?
I went to look at it and it stopped the water, and then I walked away from it and the water came back.
That was coincidence. Maybe. Somewhere beyond the statue. Destroyed.
We don't take none of that. Ew, I can still hear him dissolving.
Penicillin. Maybe he had like bronchitis or something.
It's like, I've got this infection.
She's still got to come to work. It's the life of a swapman. John Swapman.
John T. Swapman.
Ashanti Swapman. Some bonus damage for hitting him from behind.
I need to, like, reload when I want to reload instead of...
You can do that. Remember the game told you could do that?
Yeah, it said reload by shooting.
No, you press start when you're in battle, and you have a reload option. You did it in the firing range.
That's not more convenient.
It's gonna get you in less trouble.
One Coke, please. I don't believe that.
The whole machine is
I don't
empty.
believe that.
There was a big rush. Everyone
All the
was very
SWAT
thirsty.
guys got
Yeah.
there and they're like
Yep.
tossing out sodas. Hell
Some
yeah!
Body armor.
Now the dude's naked.
So, let's look at the body armor. A bulletproof SWAT vest. Alright, has an emergency first aid kit.
Do I have to put all my shit
You're
back?
gonna have to put all your shit back, yep. So you got extra bullets. What's up, Gear Strike?
What's up? What?
You used it.
Fuck.
Oh, you have a lot of attachments. You can hold 7 items on that. So I would put, I put the tonfa in there for sure. Work kicked your ass? What happened? Angry customers who wanted cash refunds without receipts. No lunch break. Pretty much was putting stuff away from start to finish. Sounds like a busy day. A busy day.
Alright. I feel much better equipped even though I'm still wearing the same leather jacket.
Press start real quick. You do get a bonus, an extra 40 HP and an extra 10 MP. So.
Okay.
Girlfriend ate all the Oreo lasagna. I can relate.
She didn't let you have any? That's mean. That's
Also,
like
that was-
leaving Radon with the L'Oreal lasagna.
Yeah, I've been limiting myself to 1 piece a day, but it's going to be gone real soon.
Well, I think there were 3 us-sized pieces left. So.
Yeah, now it's 2, I think. I already had one of that. You better get in. Get that lasagna while you can.
Oh yeah, the Ryan. Okay. So you start with a package of Oreos. You crush the shit out of it. Then you add melted butter, and then you pack it into the bottom of a 9x13 pan, so you make this crust. Pack it all down even. And then you take cream cheese, Cool Whip, sugar, milk. You whip it all together, and you put that layer on top of the crust. And then you take chocolate pudding, which if you're not him and you can eat instant pudding, the cold serve whatever, you can do that. Chocolate pudding, more Cool Whip, chocolate chips. Mini chocolate chips if you have them. I think they work better than the bigger ones, but I didn't have any, so I just used regular ones.
I like the big ones.
Yeah. And then you refrigerate for 4 hours or freeze up to 1 hour. And it's delicious.
Yep. A+ dessert.
Ton has not had any, and the Tupperware is in the sink. So I go start.
And then you go to your bullets.
Bullets.
And then you reload. You're also not hitting it. I think it's too far away right
I
now.
think you're too far away right now.
Is this better?
Yeah. Start. Bullets.
Put some critical hits on it.
Start.
Alright, Hector. Have a good one.
Bye, Hector. Have a good raid. Kill all of the things. I hope your teammates are effective. I don't like their melting sounds.
You got a recovery 1. Way to recovery 1.
Thanks. I will now walk slowly and calmly.
It just makes you look like more of a badass, honestly.
Promenade. Is this a door?
It is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could try shooting it. Are we dropping frames?
No?
Oh, because the game was freezing. Like the audio is...
Might be a dirty disc.
I didn't even get to shoot that thing. Just like us. Do I...
I got a bad feeling about this.
What is this thing? Red key. Why isn't there a save point here?
There might be. Check your map, because it actually shows them on the map. Any green square. No?
Yep,
So.
just up there. Cool.
Well, why don't I stop you right now? And let's do something really awkward and change chairs.
Okay. So we can talk about it while you go back and save it for me?
so we can talk about it while I run the Patreon drawing.
Patreon drawing. Okay, can I pee first then?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go have a pee.
Alright.
Go have a good pee. So guys, it is indeed time for the Patreon drawing. If you want to enter this Patreon drawing number 1 for September, go ahead and type ERNing Cred into the chat. And I will enter you in the drawing, the sweepstakes. Hope you've been enjoying the Parasite Eve 2. While Ern goes to the bathroom. We got Prince Matt. Ern and Craig. Who the fuck is Craig? We got the Rhine 10. Gear Strike's here. Have any of you guys played Parasite Eve 2 before? Any thoughts on this game? Or is this your guys' first time seeing it? And for that matter, have you played any of the other Parasite Eve games? It is a trilogy, kind of. Sort of. Craig, who that be? That's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy. First time? First time for Prince Matt.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
So, just a reminder, if you guys have not entered the drawing, just type ERNing Cred into the chat while Ern and I talk about Parasite Eve 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. So what do you think?
I don't like tank controls.
You don't like tank controls. Now, you've actually encountered them once before, sort of. Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head.
Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Tomb
Okay.
Raider had similar controls. The difference between this and Tomb Raider is that Tomb Raider was a full 3D environment, and this game has the pre-rendered backgrounds and static camera angles. A lot of people don't like tank controls. You're coming at this at a disadvantage because these kinds of games were very popular in the mid to late 90s, and we just kind of put up with it because it was.
Yeah, that was the option.
There's kind of a threefold reason for why these games use these kinds of controls, and I'll get to that in a second. But I will say, if you don't like tank controls, the bad news is pretty much any time a horror game comes up in the span of time we're doing ERNing Cred on, it's gonna have tank controls. There's a couple exceptions, but you're pretty much gonna always encounter it. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, literally like anything. It's gonna have these kind of controls. So the threefold reason for why tank controls. Mm-hmm. One, this game doesn't really have the excuse because Resident Evil came out before the DualShock.
Okay.
So all you had was the D-pad.
Right.
So the same kind of thing with Tomb Raider, where it was a way to justify sensible movement in a 3D environment using a purely digital control scheme. Like, again, this game doesn't really get the excuse. They just kind of shoehorned it in because that's what every other game was doing. The second reason is these pre-rendered backgrounds. There's two reasons for that. One is to cut down on the processing that the game needs to do.
But also make it look good.
But also give dramatic camera angles. So, if you think about it, the way these games operate, you're basically on a green screen. Because none of these doors, these benches, they're not there. There's just boxes preventing you from going through them with, you can inspect it or you can go out a door if you push a button, etc. The third reason that a lot of people don't really subscribe to, because it's annoying and it's hard to deal with, is that these bad controls actually increase the tension of a horror game. You're not as capable of dodging something. It ramps up the tension because you can't respond.
Maneuver as well.
Yeah. So those are basically
That's
the three reasons for these kinds of controls. I don't blame you for not liking them. A lot of people cannot go back to this style of gameplay, even the ones that lived through it.
Yeah.
These controls did not age well. Was there anything you did like about the game?
I like the interactivity of being able to, like, with the security cameras and the buttons and things like that, and being able to inspect things more closely. I wish there would be some more hints or something for when you should take a look at something. I mean, especially with the backgrounds being as pre-rendered as they are, everything just looks flat for the most part. And there's no, like, little star twinkle or something to be like, hey, maybe you should check this dead body, or maybe if you hit inspect 5 times, you'll finally find something. Like, there wasn't really any indication of that. But I thought that was a neat thing. Like, you know, you get initial observations, and then you look deeper, you notice more things. You can inspect things more closely.
Yeah, and that is a really unique thing about this game, too, where it kind of transitions. This game does a really good job. I mean, even though I know you didn't really enjoy playing it all that much, but it does a really good job of blending quite a few genres together. It plays like a survival horror game. It has a lot of RPG elements.
Detective-y.
And then you have this sort of point-and-click kind of...
Yeah.
You know,
and of course, that's the part of it that I liked.
Yeah. Parasite Eve as a series is a weird duck.
Yeah.
I was talking about this while you were in the bathroom, because it's technically a trilogy. The third Parasite Eve doesn't even have the name Parasite Eve in the title. It's divorced from it that much, but it has the same characters in it. And each game is a different genre. And so the interesting thing about starting with 2, I thought it was kind of weird to have you start with 2, because a lot of people are like, 1's the only one, I only like 1, and then they divorce themselves from the other 2. But 2 is actually kind of the middle ground of the series. 1 is pretty much just an RPG.
Okay.
It's got some horror elements to it, but it's pretty much an RPG. I think it's even turn-based. 2 is the sort of...
I think you're right, because they did make a mention on the back cover about it being like interactive combat or whatever they called it.
So 2 has this kind of survival horror style play, but with damage numbers and menus and things like that. 3 is an action game. It's a third-person shooter.
Okay.
So this is sort of the middle ground. Knowing that,
like seeing that evolution.
Knowing that, would you rather play the slowed down? I don't know. I can't talk anymore. The slowed down RPG style or the more fluid action style? Which do you think?
Does the action style still have tank controls?
I can't say for sure. It is a PSP game, so the controls are probably kind of weird, but I don't think it would be tank. I would be surprised if it was tank.
If it's not tank controls, I would probably rather play the third one. Because there are more first-person shooters that I enjoy than straight RPGs that I enjoy. If they all have tank controls, then I would go with RPG.
Okay. Is there anything, you have any questions about what to expect from this game going forward?
Have you played through it all?
No, you've gotten about as far as I
have. What made you not go further?
I was just buying a lot of games at the time, and I was buying mostly RPGs too. So it was just
library
like,
TV.
That goes.
Like, okay, I got a flavor.
Yeah,
a little taste of it.
Yeah.
I
but
mean,
like watching
really,
you play, honestly, I'm like, damn, I gotta play through this game. Like, it looks good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like visually, it looks good. The story seems interesting. The lore seems interesting. But you know me with controls. Like, I can't get past that. It's really difficult for me to enjoy a game where I can't feel comfortable maneuvering, and especially something with the shooter aspects to it where I already don't feel confident in maneuvering and attacking things and not getting attacked back, and not being comfortable moving is really prohibitive for me.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense. And like I know that's definitely like that's deal breaker number one with you. It's just like if the controls don't mesh, that's it.
Yeah.
Know?
I'm not gonna have fun playing it. So even if the content of the game is great, even if the visuals of the game are great, I can't. You know, it's such a key piece for me.
Yeah. Parasite Eve is also rare in that it's one of the few games in the world that has the distinction of being based on a book.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I saw that in the credits that it was based on a book. The other thing that's a little disappointing for me, and I guess it's because of the survival horror side of things, and I'm not a big horror game person.
Yeah.
But I feel like the music is so quiet. And so it really just feels like you're walking around in empty space. Like it doesn't feel like a video game experience.
Sure. That makes sense. We're going to get your verdict here in a minute. I got like one more question for you guys. There's 5 minutes left in the drawing. If you want to enter the drawing, type ERNing Cred in chat.
Yeah, do it.
We only have 3 entries so far, so it's...
Gosh. Guys, come on.
Yeah.
End of the month?
Yep.
So you get a free subscription if you win, but because the free subscription is only $1, if you bump up to the $5 tier, if you aren't subscribed, then you get the free $1 tier, which is like whatever the game of the month is.
Yep.
Which is still cool.
Yeah.
But if you subscribe for $1, then if you win the free subscription, you'll get bumped up to the $5 tier, which will get you a personalized game recommendation, which is definitely worth the price.
That is true. And I've been getting those. I've been behind on my Patreon a lot. I'm getting those out, sent out for people's rewards this afternoon. So I'll be sending more out tonight as well. So if you're wondering where yours are, they are on their way.
In progress.
So my last question before I get your verdict on this game is, we've got kind of an interesting scenario here where you live with the person who recommended this game to you.
Yes.
What are you going to say to Trent?
I'm going to ask him when the last time he played it was.
That's a fair question. That is a fair question.
Because I think I said this at the beginning when I was in the garage. I wonder that you get so nostalgia blind to things where you don't think about the controls. You just remember the experience that you had playing it. And especially if you grew up playing these types of games within this genre that you were talking about, where you have to use tank controls, so it's just something that you're used to. You know, even if they're not great, it's something that you're at least comfortable enough with to be able to maneuver and function within the game and have it not be prohibitive to your actual gameplay experience. But yeah, I would be interested to see when the last time he played it was, and if he would be willing to go back and play it.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question. All right, we got to pad this out for about 3 minutes, but are you ready to give a verdict on Parasite Eve 2?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Red light.
Red light.
I've had quite a few games where I started out like, fuck this game, and then as I warmed up to the controls and the game itself, then it moved into yellow or even green light territory.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like the first 10 minutes I had with it were necessarily... It wasn't locked in stone. But it never overcame the tank controls and not being able to properly and effectively move within the game.
Yeah. Do you think, is it possible, and I mean this isn't really relevant to ERNing Cred as a program, but is it possible that you would be more interested in returning to it at a later date after trying a Parasite Eve game that you enjoyed playing, or after becoming more familiarized with these controls by playing... I mean, eventually you're going to have to play the Resident Evil games. You're probably going to end up playing Silent Hill 1 through 3 at some point. So you're going to be exposed to these controls a little bit more with more high-profile games. Do you think it's likely that if either of those conditions were met, you might be like, maybe I'll give it another shot?
I don't think playing other games in a series would lend me to coming back to this game specifically. I don't think there was enough about this game that really grabbed me to want to go back and play it just because of the series.
Yeah.
If I did become more comfortable with tank controls, that it was something that I no longer felt was prohibitive to the game functionality for me, then I might. But again, there's a lot of video games out there. You know?
Yeah, you can say no. You can say no to a video
game. And like if I got into something like Resident Evil, there's so many Resident Evil games, and I know you just recently played through 2, and we're talking about how there's not really a bad Resident Evil game. Like, there are some that have better, that did it better than others.
Yeah.
Of course, when you've got so many, you're going to have a ranking of the series. I just don't feel like there was enough about this to compel me to go back. I think maybe if I had played some of those other ones first and had gotten used to it and then played this one, I might be more lukewarm about playing it instead of totally turned off.
Sure. Sure. All right. So Parasite Eve 2 gets the red light. Trent is batting 0 for 1 right now, all time. But that's okay.
Yep.
He gave you a really wide cross section of games to play. So
he did.
We'll have a chance to see more from him later, and we're going to get a second game in here from someone else.
Dun dun dun. Maybe it could be Trent again.
It could be Trent again, but spoilers, it's not. So we're gonna turn this off, and we're gonna do the.
But I didn't save.
It's okay. You red lighted it, so I think we're all right.
Yeah.
If you had green light, I was like, shit. I totally didn't even think of that.
I was thinking about that in the bathroom. I was like, I don't even have to fucking go to a save point.
Nope.
Fucking done with this game.
So, we have 4 people and 3 no-winner spaces on the wheel tonight. Best of luck to Prince Matt, The Rhine, Gear Strike, and Towen. If nobody wins, we'll have a double prize on tomorrow's drawing. So, I need to capture the source here real quick. I'm going to put some music on.
Don't forget to do the thing where you remove the thing.
I got that checked.
Okay.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Are you having connection issues, or did you guys decide not to?
Oh, it's an auto host. He's probably having connection issues. If no one wins, we all go. Even me, because I don't want to go camping.
Would you rather go hiking or camping?
Hiking.
Camping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sleep.
Well, it's not very easy to sleep when you're camping because everything is uncomfortable and it's usually fucking cold at night.
Mm.
And then the sun comes up and you're just roasting. But it's a lot more fun than just really hard walking.
Yeah, I'd rather just take a few hours of really hard walking. Sleep in a bed. No bugs.
I mean, there's bugs while you're out there.
Yeah, but the thought of like sleeping somewhere where bugs are more. Yeah, nope. I hope you don't ever want me to go camping because you just got me that. You got the needle that much farther to the end. That's not the right source.
You have to choose the URL.
No, I did a browser source instead of a window capture. I need to kill it. All right. So, best of luck to all of you. You guys know the rules. If your name is pulled up, you are knocked off of the wheel.
Ooh,
If you want to be the last one, they can't. Oh, they can't see that. There we go. You want to be the last one on the wheel to win. Best of luck to everybody. Here we go. Tonight's first loser
dun, dun, dun.
is. Who do you think it is?
Gear Strike.
I mean, Gear Strike's out first.
Oh, Gear Strike's safe.
Looks like Prince Matt. Sorry, Prince Matt. We got 2 more drawings. One tomorrow, one Thursday, so come on back. Win again. Prince Matt is knocked out. 50-50 odds. Here we go. Spin number 2. And then we're going to switch seats again.
It's like our own wheel.
Second one tonight eliminated is... You're off by 1. Gear Strike's out. So we got Towen and the Rhine. Towen and the Rhine and 3 no-winner spaces. It's looking dangerous.
You guys don't have great odds.
Not great odds. Here we go. Spin number 3. Spin number 3. Ooh, it's hard to tell. Oh, I think that's Towen. The Rhine, it is you. You stand alone. All you gotta do is last. Best of luck to you, the Rhine.
Weave.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me. It's up to the Rhine and nobody else. And ooh, God, no, he's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe. He goes out for fucking blood tonight. 2 more
Your
spins.
odds are getting better.
Here we go. Here we go. Semi-final spin. Ooh.
Oh no. The run.
Sorry guys, when there's not a lot of people playing, it's not easy to win.
Yep.
But that means double prize tomorrow night. So if you're not subbed to the Patreon, you get the personal recommendation.
Yeah, you do.
If you sub to the $1 tier, you get 3 personal recommendations. It's pretty
3 games just for you.
Just for you. I'll pick them out. I'll tell you why you should play them. And then, yeah, it's good times. So, sorry everybody. No winner tonight. Not even Parasite Eve 2. Nobody wins.
No.
But
We have one more option.
We have one more option.
So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna squeeze past you.
Guys, look at my awesome french fry pillow. Because his chair is super uncomfortable. Alright. Ryan's opting out of camping.
Oh, I want to do that too. Dibs. Ditto.
No, you got stuck camping.
What? No.
Gear Strike said so.
Gear Strike, this better be like an arcade lock-in now. Not camping outdoors.
I know the pillow is dope. You got it at Walmart. Can't resist. Alright, we are going to ERNing Cred video number 2. Stop that business.
Crank
I
the
already
audio.
did. See, it's cranked.
Crank that
It's
audio.
cranked.
Crank it. Alright.
All right, it is time for game number 2. We just did some Parasite Eve 2. We're gonna see what Ern's gonna play next and see if she likes it more or less. I don't know how she liked Parasite Eve 2 because I recorded these in advance, but we're gonna find out. And here we go. This week's game number 2 is Bomberman 64 for the N64. Ern's played a little bit of Bomberman,
winners
more
tonight,
the
guys.
traditional style Super Bomberman, but this is a different game. So let's see what Ern thinks about Bomberman 64.
So, what do you know about Bomberman 64?
We didn't play the 64 version, did we?
We did
played
not.
Like a
We played the
dream-
Super Nintendo,
Oh,
Super
did we?
Bomberman.
Super Bomberman.
Yep. So you have played some Bomberman in the past.
Yep.
Can you fill the
Woo!
chat in on why you're making those frown towns?
Because I'm not good at it. And I die a lot. And it's not real fun when all you do is die.
Yeah.
And I don't really get why people enjoy it.
Welcome back, Tycho. I need to get all the equipment set up. I'm gonna give you the game so you can glean all this hot information. There you go. So obviously Bomberman 64 came later. After Super Bomberman. You are just making a face right now.
This was supposed to make me less grumpy tonight.
Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe you're going to be really surprised by this. You don't seem convinced.
I mean, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. You didn't think you liked Daytona USA.
Daytona is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Do people play this by themselves?
Bomberman?
Yeah.
Pretty much every Bomberman game has a single player component.
That's not what I asked.
Okay. Well, we're verging into spoiler territory, but just to put you at ease a little bit, put your mind at ease, right? Bomberman 64 is a big departure for the series.
Okay.
They really took the focus away from the multiplayer and built a rich single-player campaign instead.
Okay.
So if you're expecting to be inside of an arena trying to blow up other Bombermen, that is not what you're about to do.
Okay.
So pop that in.
I just thought I was going to spend an hour getting fucked over by the
You
CPUs.
You could play the multiplayer against the CPU if you want. But you can also play the single player campaign.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued.
Alright. Almost ready to go.
If you guys could see these cords.
And it's better than it was before. It's a little tangly right now. Like, everything I've got out is really tangled, but like
This
there's
is why
fewer
his favorite
cords.
Pokemon is Tangela.
Yep, I can relate.
I hatched one the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
High
5. I mean, on the plus side, it is cute. So there's that. Okay.
So your options, check the options menu real quick. A, B, C.
Nope.
Oh, nope, you can back out. You should be able to back out. Nope, that's the accept button. There you go. So, yeah, okay, no real control options or anything. This game's controls are a little strange, but we should be able to
His
figure them out
controller is
together.
dumb, so.
So, you have 3 options. You can do adventure mode, the single player. You've got the battle, which is more like traditional Bomberman, or you've got custom, where you can customize your Bomberman, but I think it's only for the battle mode.
Okay. Let's do an adventure. Burbs. Guys, our birds are flying. Our baby burbs. It's real cute. Bad guys.
Also, welcome back, Taika. I don't know if I said that or not.
You did say that. Orbs. Orbs. Mission complete. Great job. We've certainly cleaned up this planet. What's our next target? It's Bomber Planet. What? Lasers! Oh no! Bad day. Do you plan to defeat them? Then I'll let you in on a secret. I've got a bone to pick with them. Because of the force field, there's no way you'll be able to get near, let alone into the central base. But if you destroy the 4 anchors to the base, the field will be deactivated and you can destroy the base from within. It's asking too much to have you go alone, so I'll give you a hand. How did he find me?
Now you get to pick which level you want to start. You got Green Garden, Blue Resort, Red Mountain, and White Glacier. Okay, you stay going first.
Alright, that makes sense. Untouchable treasures.
You get 2 lives.
Here to help, just like I promised. First, I need to teach you some basic moves. Move the control stick a little to walk and a lot to run. Keep in mind that you should walk when you're in closed-in dangerous areas, but feel free to run in open, safe areas. Press the A button to set a bomb. The bomb will soon explode. Then move away from the bomb so you don't get burned. A pot or a block can be destroyed with a boom. Items may appear from a destroyed object, so blow up as many objects as you can. When you find a suspicious area, set a bomb there or stand on top of it. It could be a special switch. There's a large red gem in this ruin, which is protected by a magical barrier. Step on the 4 switches to release the barrier. That's it for now. You can talk to me by pressing the B button. My name's Sirius, a name you should remember. Are you serious?
He is. I think you can set 3 bombs at a time, although those are going to give you extra bombs, and just like the regular bomb.
Yeah.
Unlike in regular Bomberman, because this is a 3D game, those bomb pickups, the fire ones, the make the bomb bigger, increase the radius, but not across shape blast.
Lift and throw. B button to lift, B button again to throw. There are 3 distances determined by the amount of pressure you apply to the control stick. Hit enemies with a bomb to knock them unconscious. Unconscious enemies can be picked up and thrown. Not to mention, use the C buttons to change the camera angle even while the game is paused. Cool. So we do oop, oop, whoop. Alright, alright.
So the game will teach you this later, but an easy way to throw a bomb is actually to press B and A at the same time. And you'll lay it down and pick it up. There you go.
What? How do I...
And you're right. What are you what?
No. Why isn't he dying?
He's made of rocks. So what you have to do to kill him is bomb him, and then in that short time frame he's thinking, pick him up. So you want to kind of bomb him from one side.
Oh my god.
Run around to the other. There you go. He split apart. So he just took a lot of bombs. Probably could have killed him faster by throwing him, but bombs still did the job. I don't think you can throw any enemies unless they have stars around them. Like you right there. That's letting you know you can throw something.
A gem! Aha! There's no, like, there's just time limits, right?
Even then, it's a soft time limit. The big thing is, I don't think you can get killed by running into those guys, but do not get caught in a bomb explosion. Either yours or somebody else's.
No! He died.
And Jem was like, I'll save you.
I mean, I have unlimited bombs, at least at this point, right?
Sure. I mean, unlimited in the sense that you get out of them, but I think that usually caps you around 6, I want to say, is the most.
At one time,
At
right?
one time.
Okay. There's just no way to get out of those little knocked unconscious bits, is there?
I think mashing probably does get you out a little bit faster, but you definitely will be down for a couple seconds.
Oh my god.
Alright, so that's a game over. No biggie. There's really not a ton of penalty for getting a game over.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, so this is the thing.
Yep.
The untouchable thing.
Yep.
No!
It's not a big deal. Gems just get you extra lives.
There's no way to like climb or jump.
No. Sirius will explain some of that next time you see him, probably.
What's up, Prince Matt? We're playing Bomberman. One switch down. course. Of course it hurts. Thank you. Thank you for that. Eat bomb, motherfucker. Invisible health. I'm gonna drown. Nope. What? Oh no.
Nah, you drowned. Throw.
Oh, you just like fly over here. Ooh, a switch. 2 out of 4.
Yep. Making progress. Kick.
What?
Man, that was a bigger blast radius than I thought.
It'd be really great if I didn't have to go through all of these things again.
You might be able to skip it by pressing like start. Maybe? Right? It was weird. I agree, Tycho.
Come on, man.
You can just press start. No. Bless you.
Thank you.
It is everybody's golf, Tycho. You will play it with everybody.
Switches again.
Yep. If you had to continue, you gotta hit him again.
Thank you, Tycho.
Where's the snake? I don't see a snake.
The thing that I went through.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
This thing. Ah. Nope.
It might work if you back up further away and can time it to explode.
Nope.
Nope. I've beaten it, Tycho. I've never 100%ed it. It's a really tough game, 100%. This was one of the first N64 games I ever bought. I was a big Bomberman fan, and thought the idea that the N64 had 4 controller ports built in, I was like, oh, you gotta get Bomberman. Like, that's gonna be a great multiplayer game. But ironically, I don't really like the multiplayer in this game very much. So.
I don't understand. I feel like you should be able to bomb these things.
I think there is a way you can. Do you want a pointer?
Yeah.
Okay, go in the water. You want to go back to where you last talked to Sirius. So there's a reason why he teaches you bomb kick right there. Remember, you can tap the R button to stop it when it's sliding. Twofer. Close.
Why wouldn't I just drop a bomb here?
Well, why are you dropping the bomb there?
I don't know.
So you see, turn the camera back to where it was. See how there's a gap between the wall and the ground right here? You can kick a bomb.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And we'll hit that pillar. Pull that pillar up. There's one more pillar in there. Now you can hit that switch, and then the next time you find him, he'll explain the next game mechanic to help you hit the final switch. It's a tough game. Don't worry about it. Also, I love that my camera, because you're wearing blue and I'm wearing red, it is trying so hard to color balance, and it just can't.
It does seem very, like, orange.
Yeah, and it'll fade again in a minute when it focuses on my shirt instead of yours. If I move.
Ah! No. No.
Oh god.
No!
Remember to mash. You have to, if that happens, like spin the stick, hit the buttons, whatever it takes to wake up. You should be able to recover in that situation, but it'll be close.
No! No!
There you go. Made that alive. That's the important thing. Vino Vino! Okay, so you gotta blow up the other support to knock the bridge down. But you should be also able to blow up those blue pillars if you want to do that first. Okay.
No, run! Run!
Oh, wow, the cutscene saved you.
Dangerous.
Bye.
Deuces.
Oh. So you don't have the detonator yet, so don't try the area bomb explosion.
How am I supposed to bomb jump?
So what the game wants you to do, alright, so go back up on that platform. So you see how there's that space between the, where you are and the ground block, right?
Yeah.
So face the platform, mash A so you kick a bomb into there, and then run onto it. Now this one's got a bigger gap, so... I think you can make that just by running.
Oh, because they'll land on the stairs.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, oh, oh.
And there's a detonator. So now you can choose when your bombs blow up by pressing the Z trigger.
Nope.
You gotta make it blow up. So the nice thing about this is you have complete control now, but it can bite you in the ass if you're not careful. And I think that only lasts until you lose a life.
Mm. Oop. I thought I could pick them up.
It's kind of tough to pick them up because running into them kicks them. That's why I recommend if you want to throw a bomb to lift it when you plant it.
I was trying.
I know. Try holding the D button before you press the A button instead of pressing both at the same time. That might be easier. Okay, let's take a break. I would suggest not continuing.
Okay.
Because you're almost out of minutes.
Okay.
The only real piece of advice I have for you so far, and I think you're picking up on it, is that the game, in old Bomberman, the game wants you to run towards the enemy, put a bomb down, and then run away and let the bomb explode.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, the emphasis is much higher on kicking bombs into enemies or throwing bombs at enemies rather than hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll keep you safer if you focus on doing that as far as the enemies are concerned. What do you think so far?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I can tell. Why don't you like it?
It's not. I don't know. It's just not fun for me. I don't feel engaged. It just feels frustrating.
Mm-hmm. What would you change? What would make it less frustrating for you?
I don't know. I guess like the puzzle aspects are one thing, but then trying to coordinate what I'm doing with the bombs and trying to do the puzzles seems cumbersome.
It is. It is. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this game because of that. Like, the game wants you to do a lot of like bomb jumping and things, and it just doesn't feel very good.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But you know.
I don't feel compelled to do anything, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's try a different level, because you basically learned all the moves in the game.
Okay.
You know how to throw bombs, kick bombs, pump bombs, bomb jump. That's pretty much all the skills you need for this game. So.
Okay. Try one with lots of water. Switches and bridges. Oh, oh. You gonna throw shit at me, sir?
He's got a gun. Double kill.
Suck it. Burp. Fish burps. No. Fish burps have it out for me.
Yeah. Pretty much everything has it out for you. It's Bomberman. He's not a very popular fellow.
I mean, I am trying to like destroy their base and shit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it. Made a dam.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like a big jellyfish.
They are dreaming with these times.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. You have to basically have already played through the whole game and know how to beat each level at those times.
Ah.
powerful red bombs. Those can blow through harder substances. You want to try a different level? You want to stick on this one? Just not feeling this game at all?
No.
Do you like it more or less than the Bomberman you played in the multiplayer game?
I guess I'm more indifferent to this one rather than actively disliking it. I wouldn't say I liked this one more.
Well, why do you think people like the Bomberman series?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if it makes sense to you, if you can process things that way, like the logic of where to go, in at least the multiplayer ones. I mean, it is a puzzle game, and every puzzle game has people who appreciate that type of puzzle. This is not one of those games for me. And I do like puzzle games, you know, as a rule.
Yeah. You can't pick up a bomb when there's a wall in front of you. There's no room to lift it up.
What?
He shot you. He knocked you out and then he shot you. Remember, if you can line it up from a distance, you can just double tap A and you'll kick a bomb into the stun. Now you don't have to get close to your enemies.
Did I accidentally kill that guy?
Yeah, I think so. Either that or he got caught in the crossfire.
Friendly fire.
Yep.
Butt hurts.
We're almost done. Sorry about your butt. You gonna get your bigger pillow?
No. Why did I think I'm back?
Because it's not important. Okay, I want you to beat a level, so I think I remember how to get through this.
Okay.
Go back to the start of now that you have the red bombs, go back to the start of the game. There's that big drawbridge.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the red bombs, you pump a red bomb.
Ugh. Nope. Maybe the store?
Maybe.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
Why don't we call it there?
Sounds good.
I know you don't want to play this anymore. We're gonna cut it 5 minutes early.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you freestyle here.
Yeah. I just didn't like it. It wasn't compelling to me. I didn't like the functionality. I don't like getting caught in the bombs. I mean, it's cute. The music was decent. I just didn't have fun playing it.
Yeah. 2 questions. One, maybe a little sensitive. Do you think that going into this knowing, like, oh god, Bomberman, like, did that cast a power over it?
It might have. I mean, certainly at the very beginning, when I was like, fuck, let's play Bomberman. And then when you explained that it was more open world and like seeing the little clips here, I was like, okay, well, it seems more exploratory, which it is. I do appreciate that there's no pressure as far as like a hard time limit or that kind of thing. I wish it would tell you how many lives you had. It's kind of fucked up, but
pause to see that.
do you use your coins for anything ever? Your little diamonds?
Good luck using them to get extra lives. If you get 100 of them without having to continue, you get an extra life.
Okay. I know, like, the original... I mean, it's still the same kind of stuff, like, where you pick up bombs, you throw it, you get out of the radius. And just that kind of back and forth wasn't really exciting for me.
Okay. So here's a sensitive question.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier that you're like, ERNing Cred was supposed to make you feel less creddy.
Yeah.
So
I knew that was going to be the sensitive question. I was like, that wasn't sensitive, and I was like, oh.
So...
Do you think I'm biased by the movie that I was already in?
Yeah. It's a fair question, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, maybe. I try to come to things with an open mind.
It goes without saying that had it been a great game, it certainly could have lifted your spirits.
Correct.
But there's also that other side of the line where it's like, if you're already like, and then you play something that doesn't immediately match with you, then it might snowball.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that you try this again unless you want to yellow light.
No, I mean, I don't think that the end result would have been any different if my mood had been better. I think I might have had a little bit more fun playing it at the time if my mood was better, but I did not have fun.
Okay. That's fair.
Sorry.
Do you have any questions on what to expect from the rest of this game?
I mean, it seemed like it had an interesting, destroy all the things goal, but it just like the individual levels felt so broad without enough direction to be like, this is what you're supposed to go do. Like,
it is definitely a game about exploring, like something that you didn't even encounter, and something that takes a long time to actually work out. When Tycho asked me if I'd ever beaten this game, I said I haven't. Percentage. The game is actually kind of like Donkey Kong 64 or Mario 64, where there are these things called gold cards that function.
to collect.
Yeah, there's 5 in every level, and you accomplish them by basically try blowing this thing up, try killing like this enemy that seems hard to get to, or if you get the target time, you get one that way. So there's 120 of those spread out across whatever 120 divided by 5 is. And yeah, that's the actual end game, is to collect all of those hidden items. So it is, you're right, it is a very sort of aimless game, especially because not every level follows the same pattern. Like that level you were just doing in Blue Resort, it didn't have those green switches. That wasn't the objective in that level. It was
Right.
just
Even though the thing was called Bridges and Switches.
right. You did encounter both bridges and switches. But
That's gonna be my new gang name.
Bridges and switches?
Yeah.
Is that 2 different gangs, or is it one?
No,
gang?
it's one gang.
Okay. So yeah, it is. It is definitely a game that encourages you to check everything that you can.
And with different mechanics, I think that wouldn't have been terrible. But direction is another one of the big things that's really key for me.
Yeah.
So if I feel like totally aimless and I don't know what to do and there's no guidance, like Echo, which had frustrating controls and a lot of aimlessness,
Yeah.
then I'm like, what's the point? What am I even playing this video game for? Like, tell me what you want me to do and I'll go do the thing, and because you don't get the same kind of experience that you get in an open world like Skyrim or Witcher or Red Dead or things like that, where like, there are side missions and you can, explore actual areas and dialogue from NPCs, and those modern games are much richer in that way. But this kind of like try to blow up something else.
Yeah.
If there was a more defined goal, that might have overcome it for me.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's a big departure for the traditionally single-player Bomberman consists of a single screen or a scrolling, like double screen basically, and your goal is to kill all the enemies on the stage, and then uncover the exit, and then go into the exit, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this was radically different.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I'm glad that they took the concept and made it something different that still would feel familiar as Bomberman.
Yeah.
You know, those mechanics are still there, kicking, picking up the bombs, getting out of the radius. All of that is still there. It's just not something I enjoyed.
Okay.
So.
Any further questions or thoughts about Bomberman 64? You will be dismayed to know that this game had 2 sequels for the N64. I don't own either of them, is the good news. So you
Is
want
it
to play
Bomberman 65?
No,
66?
sadly not, no. It's, confusingly enough, it's Bomberman Hero and Bomberman 64 the second attack, so Bomberman 64 2. There is also another game called Bomberman 64 that did not come out in America, and it's basically more like traditional Bomberman. It's 2D, it's overhead, but it's for the N64.
Okay.
Zachary says it had a good early N64 feel. It was pretty, like I said, this was one of the first N64 games I ever bought. I think it came out maybe like 6 months after the N64 was released. So, ready to give your verdict? Surprise us.
It's getting a red light.
I said surprise us. That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of reasons, and they're all quite justified. And the good news is this doesn't pad backlogging.
That is true.
You made it through another episode of ERNing Cred, and your mountain is way taller.
It's my secret mission. Just run like everything.
So.
No, I mean, it's just, they weren't for me.
Yeah.
I can definitely understand how people would enjoy and feel nostalgic about both of these games that we played tonight, both Parasite 2 and Bomberman 64. They just don't appeal to me today at this point, so.
Well, the good news is, in 2 weeks when we do this again, it's your
It'll
picks.
be all my fault.
It'll be all your fault. No one else to blame but you. We'll be back next week. Working on Super Paper Mario again? Is that
Probably.
the plan? So playing a game you know you like.
Yes. Yes. A platformer, there will be many deaths, I'm sure. So
It's
stay
hard to
tuned for
die in
that.
Paper Mario. I don't think you've died yet, have you?
Haven't I?
I don't think you have.
I'm sure I've died in I'm sure I've fallen in a pit.
That takes away 1 health. I don't think you've
Oh,
died.
that's true. It is more that RPG, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you've died in that game yet.
Alright, well, there will be many healths to be lost. Hopefully not all of them in one go.
Yeah.
So, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain, right
Yep.
here. Hopefully this Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain on my channel, Earn the Almighty. We should be doing more Secret of Mana. Live and in person with the real hardware Super Nintendo multi-tap. We did definitely get a few new people last week, right after the announcement of the remake, which I'm sure everybody thought I was playing because of the remake announcement, but that's okay.
Do you think you can beat it before the remake comes out?
When does the remake come out?
February 18th.
Oh, I think so. I believe it is. That's a whole semester.
Yeah. I believe in you too.
Came out September 1996 and November 30th. What?
Yeah, I'm confused.
The 2001.
2001, I'm pretty sure, is Bomberman 64: The Second Attack. That's the sequel to this one. It's also one of the rarest N64 games that had a really low print run. It's kind of expensive. So you've got three Bomberman 64s, so that's going to be confusing. You've got the Japanese only one. You've got this one, which is multinational, and then the sequel to this one.
Gotcha. All right. Are you gonna go on break?
I'm going to go on break, and I'm going to come back and, probably just kind of chill for a few minutes and then do sub selection if you've got
Sub selection.
Subs,
Yeah, you're
subs in
almost
the
6
chat.
hours in.
Yeah, if you got any subs in the chat, you guys can
Get
pick
your
a game
typing fingers ready.
off the backlog, or not. You can freestyle it. So, there you go.
All right, dudes. You want to turn that off and I'll turn on some music.
Sounds good to me.
All
I'll be
right.
back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Might take a double break.
I'll be back next week.
Yep,
I will see you people then.
on the next week.
Yeah.
Thanks for ERNing Cred with me tonight.
You're welcome.
And you guys enjoyed too. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Bye, guys.